not admitted without parents or guardian.
White on white, translucent black capes, back on the ground. Belarus is dead, the bats have left the bell tower, the victims have been bled, red velvet lines, the black box. Belarus is dead. Belarus is dead. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. The virginal bride's file past his tomb.
Serving some Peter Murphy realness here.
Yeah,
Not
you
really.
should have come in upside down hanging.
I know. Do the whole show like that.
Yeah, I saw him open for Nine Inch Nails, and it was like all these
Oh
older
my
rock girls
God.
all crying in unison. It was amazing. Oh, he's coming from the ceiling.
Oh, and weren't you glad those goth girls were there?
It was wonderful.
In fact, do you even like Nine Inch Nails? Probably not.
I do. Yeah. We're from the same area, so I have to like him, right?
Sort of.
Yeah, Mercer and Elwood City are pretty close. So yeah, I actually like a lot of the stuff. I like even the. I haven't listened to any like the last album, but like I like Broken a lot, and I like The Fragile a lot. Yeah.
You know that T-Rex remix kills me. I was so glad the last time I used it, somebody in the chat was like, "Oh, I never heard this song before," and sent a nice message saying, "Thanks for introducing me to that song."
Oh, wow.
Like, I hope you don't think that's the original version.
It's funny because when we saw Longlegs at the Elmo Draft House, they played a T-Rex block of songs with some images before it. I was all jazzed up for the movie. I'm like, because he likes T-Rex in it. And I'm like, it's going to be great. And I was like,
holy shit.
Yeah.
You want to see something really scary sometime?
Yeah.
You're not doing anything. Go look up on YouTube T-Rex on the Midnight Special.
Oh.
1977.
Mm-hmm.
Doing Bang a Gong. And of course, because by then, I mean, T-Rex had such a weird career because Mark Bolan, I guess I should say, but he was a huge star everywhere but America. Yeah. America did not get Bolan.
No.
Which really blows my mind in a way.
They didn't really get glam. For a little bit they did. Like Bowie, obviously. But like the rest of like the glam after stuff, like they just didn't seem to get it. Like they get Slade a little bit.
Only like a little bit though, and it was only after Quiet Riot recorded like one of two songs that they made hits by Slade. But the T-Rex thing on the Midnight Special is just terrifying.
Oh man,
it looks like Mark Bolan, Gloria Jones, and Pat Hall. That's him and the two backup singers. They did all the cocaine all at once right before they went on. And they're like freaking out. And especially the backup singers. Like the backup singers are screaming and banging tambourines. And they're louder than the guitar.
Oh.
Like it's all like so bizarre and amazing.
Oh, man. I'll check it out. Terrible. I was watching a lot of old 70s and 80s TV this week. And loving a lot of Kiss appearances on shows. That's I don't know why I got stuck on that one night. And then I watched... Orson Welles live at the Magic Castle, which was great. There's like an hour of him there, and then right after that, it went into the celebrity appreciation, not roast, of Burt Reynolds, and it was like in 1979 it was filmed. So anybody that was a big deal in 79, and it was right when they were filming Sharky's Machine, so everybody from Sharky's Machine was there, and I was like, if Silva shows up, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. And of course, they cut to the crowd. He's there with sunglasses on, and he waved. And I was like, God damn it. And Bronson was there with Joe Ireland. I don't know, like that room in 1979 with like all these like, I don't know, like maybe it's different when we were kids, right? But like when you watch that kind of TV with all those celebrities, like I know it was like super mainstream, but I'm like, that's where I wanted to be as a kid. Like, I'm like, I want to hang out with these people. It was good times.
I guess you knew you'd made it if you got to
Mhm.
go on an award show like that or whatever. Do
What a
the
wild room, though. It was like Brian Keith, Jim Neighbors, Dom DeLuise. Like,
neighbors.
yeah,
Wow.
Neighbors was at a table with Bert and his parents, which is awesome. And then
Everyone loves your neighbors.
at the end, Dinah Shore came out and sang to Bert, and I was just, oh my god, so good.
She's so beautiful.
Oh, I know, and it's like he's like, this is the woman that taught me everything about being a success, and it was like, oh god. It started with Dolly talking about getting ready to film Best Little Whorehouse, and then singing to him, and she's like, I've only been in one other movie, 9 to 5, and she's like, and I never had weird dreams about my co-stars in that movie. She's like, but ever since I met Burt Reynolds, every night I dream. It's like, oh man, it was pretty great.
Hey, Frank Polvino, thanks a lot for sponsoring tonight's show. And also, happy birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Just Frank's birthday the other day.
That's right. I owe a debt of thanks to Frank because Frank gave us some great gifts at the drive-in, and they've been coming in super handy. So thank you.
Yeah, I just finished mine the other night.
I'm still learning how to use it in the proper way. Like if you go too far, you lose complete control of your body. You die. So it's pretty good.
Or you sit still in a chair and you have to send a text message to the person sitting next to you to get you some water.
Yeah, but it's good.
Not that I ever did that.
No, I don't know anything about it.
Anyway, happy birthday,
yeah,
Frank Polvino, and thanks for sponsoring the show. And thanks to everybody for coming and hanging out. Because this is, when you suggested The Hunger to me, it was just, I had just watched it like maybe a night before, 2 nights before. And I was like, wow, since this is on Tubi, we have to do this on the show, because The Hunger is one of my favorite movies ever.
Oh, wow.
Ever.
I'm excited. That's why I'm excited. I'm excited. I'll wait to talk to you about it. What makes it, like, why is it one of your favorites ever? I'm interested to hear. I like it too, but I love knowing why somebody like falls in love with a movie.
Wow. I don't know, because it took me a long time to warm up to this movie. I didn't like it the first time I saw it because, I don't know, I was like, old school Hammer horror.
Yeah.
I guess I just wasn't cool enough for it. But somebody showed it to me, someone who was really into it, and he's like, I think you would really dig this movie. And it just looked like a lot of nonsense to me, to be honest, because the editing is all haywire. The editing in this movie is just genius. Mm-hmm. The problem was me. I just had not matured enough to understand. Like, I would never liked a Russ Meyer movie.
Yeah. I think when it came out too, people were kind of, I remember it was like, oh, it's a lot of like, not a lot of substance, but it's really pretty. And you know what I mean? It's like, I think as time has gone on, it's like, it's definitely like a document now. It's like seen as like way better than it was when it came out, which is good.
It's heady.
Yeah.
It's really heady. This was some serious heavy stuff that they were getting into with this. And I think maybe that's why people disliked it or said it was style over substance. On the one hand, that's not really an unfair accusation because, like I said, the editing is really showy. The sets are just amazing. The costumes, the art direction, I could go on, but it's just sort of, it's a superlative production, and it's sort of lacking in a way in the story because they just leave so much to your imagination in the film. Now this was a novel before it was a movie, written by Whitley Strieber, and knowing Whitley Strieber, you can kind of guess where Whitley Strieber took this story. He seems to be fixated on this one idea that he brings to his books all the time. It has something to do with UFOs and aliens.
Yeah.
But I really dig Whitley Strieber's book. It's what really made me appreciate the movie. After I read the book, then I understood the movie so much better because the movie doesn't put it out there. You have to actually go to the material in the film. because there are visual clues there about what's actually going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking about like the deep stuff. Like you can get it on the surface, like, what's happening. I mean, like the stuff that your mind is like the questions that you're asking yourself, like, who is she?
Mm-hmm.
What is she? Where did she come from? Like, how is this happening? And then after, the first act of the film and we see what's happening to one of the major characters, we're like, okay, well, why is it happening to this person and not her?
Mm-hmm.
You just have all these questions, and the book answers everything. It puts
Yeah.
it right out there. I mean, it goes into her character. I'll talk about more about that on the second segment. In case we have anybody in the audience who has not seen The Hunger, let us know
Yeah.
if it's going to be your first time watching. I know at least one person chimed in on the Facebook page this week and said they'd never seen it.
Wow. This seems like, especially like with the music and the goth elements of it, like if somebody, like if you went to like Upstage here or like, any of the places that had like goth or dark wave nights, this is like the perfect distillation of it. That's how I've always seen it, where it's like, this is what all those nights are trying to be, some of the feel of this movie.
I agree. This did set a lot of standards or at least it picked up on the same influences as
Yeah.
other who did similar projects. Like the glamour mixed with vampirism,
Yeah.
which again, it had been done before, but not like this. This was sort of like a music video-esque
Yeah.
kind of thing. This was sort of, I don't want to say rock and roll because that gives it the wrong
Mm-hmm.
cast, I think. But overall, the association with the visual and the music of the film, it's very important to Hunger,
Yeah.
which is, I think another thing that elevates it.
It also is a movie. Well, not always, because there's things that happen, but I don't want to spoil it. But it's a movie filled with beautiful people too, which is, like
Yes.
everybody's like impossibly gorgeous in it. Yeah, and that's what I like, movies like that where it's just like this whole thing's fantasy. Like there's no, do you know what I mean? Like at no moment are you're like stuck in the humdrum world that you live in. Do you know what I mean? Like this is, nobody's worrying about their bills in The Hunger.
Oh
Like
my God. No, that's the last thing anybody worried, except Susan Sarandon.
at first, yes.
They're worried about their funding, getting their funding cut for their project.
Yeah, but then once things get rolling, it's like, you know what? Let's not worry about the real world anymore. Let's worry about this craziness. So I'm excited to watch it again.
It's my cutter. I lost my cigar cutter. Oh, there it is.
It's funny because like it feels, I don't know how fully formed this theory is. Let's go with it and see if it gets fully formed. Like there's vampire movies that define each generation. Like Hammer was early for me. Do you know what I mean? Like that was, okay, vampire movies are Hammer. And then there's like The Hunger and I guess Lost Boys. And then unfortunately, like what vampire movies define vampirism now? It's like Twilight, and I'd be happier if it was Blade. Because I talk about Blood Raves in the drink video, but like at least Blade had cool music and nightclub scenes. Do you know what I mean? So like I don't know. If I were to pick like a vampire world that I wouldn't survive to be in, it would probably be this. Like this is like, if you're a vampire in this, like you get into Studio 54 or anywhere you want to go. You don't have to worry about this as you live forever.
That's true, but you probably wouldn't want to go there because you want to keep a low profile.
Mm-hmm.
That's another question I have that we can talk about after we watch the movie, is how do they live? How are they doing that? It's fun to take into consideration some of the limitations they have on their lives.
Yeah.
They get to live forever.
Mike Justice said, how does The Hunger compare to Gregory Dark's New Wave hookers? Better or worse? A lot of Gregory Dark's feel of his films comes from this and from like New Wave horror. There's also Curse of the Catwoman, which is like a combination adult film that's like cat people and The Hunger. And there's a lot of scenes that are like directly lifted from it, like especially the look of it and stuff.
This is a very erotic movie. It's very sexual.
Yeah.
But in a very cold way.
Yeah. That's how I always look at goth. Like that. It's like there's a detachment from, do you know what I mean? Like from the sexual nature of it. It's like And I think it comes from like, look how attractive I am, but I have spikes and I have, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to keep you away, but I am also trying to entrench you at the same time. It's a very interesting dichotomy.
By the way, congratulations to AC Nicholas for his series at the Babylon Kino. I saw a post on his Facebook page the other day.
He played Dial Code Santa Claus,
Yes.
which is a great movie. Congrats for picking that for a Christmas film. Bill, I do have a Pittsburgh film note for you today. I went to the
What's that?
Steel City Con, and in the middle of beef jerky and fudge, root beer, and things that have nothing to do with the Comic Con, there sat John Russo all alone at a table. My brother said, "Is that the guy that did Night of the Living Dead?" I'm like, "I'll tell you about it later." He's like, "How much money have you given that guy?" I'm like, a lot of money. So anyway, yeah, he just had Night of the Living Dead stuff. He didn't bring out any. This was not a show for the weird stuff. But yeah, there was Russo just sitting there half awake.
Yeah, Cat People is this movie's, half sister or half brother, because it's also very sexual. I think Cat People's sexier than The Hunger.
Yeah,
actually.
I would say Natasha Kinski's in it, so I would say yes.
Well, I wasn't commenting on
also, yeah, it's a movie made for that.
Yeah, I agree. This was sort of, and I mean, Catherine Deneuve is in this film, and she has a lesbian love scene with Susan Sarandon. Mm-hmm. So right then and there, you were pushing the envelope.
Oh yeah,
for doing it, and this was a mainstream film. This was MGM, I think.
Yeah, it's funny because like I know that there are the flirtations with the Camilla lesbian vampirism. Do you know what I mean? Like Carmilla, yeah, and I mean Hammer leaned in hard early 70s with it, but this is you're right. This is a Hollywood movie. This isn't like an exploitation film that's playing a B feature at a drive-in.
I mean, European horror films did stuff like that, but an American mainstream film, you just didn't see it the way you see it in The Hunger anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We talked about too, like the late 70s into the early 80s, there was a lot of vampire culture films in American culture. Do you know what I mean? Especially with like coming out of the Frank Langella Dracula, there was a lot of vampire stuff getting shown. So,
I'm not so sure about the time The Hunger came out, though.
Oh, but it's 83 by then, yeah.
Yeah, it had sort of like ebbed at a certain point. And I don't know, though, because, Fright Night was 1985. Mm-hmm. That was another mainstream vampire film. But this is important, too, I think, to say about The Hunger. It's not really a vampire movie because they're not like, they don't have fangs.
There's not like garlic and all these things that you get to,
there are no crucifixes. Nobody's really onto them. No one wants to drive a stake through their heart, which is another thing that the book gets into that the movie does not. That's second segment, I guess. But anyway, this is not really what you would think of when you think of a vampire movie. At least, I don't know. I wouldn't have at the time this came out. Now we have much more open minds, I think, about what constitutes vampires, like Kronos and other movies that they're not really about vampirism, but it is because, you become addicted to blood. Kronos is very similar to The Hunger in its treatment of addiction.
Yeah. There's also there's another one I was thinking that's close to it too. My brain shot. Ganja and Hess is another one where it's like
good call.
It's vampirism, but it's like kind of its own thing.
I fucking love that movie. That's a great one to do with The Hunger. Mm-hmm. We should have done that movie instead.
Yeah.
Well, no, we did the right movie. The second segment.
I'm really excited for this. I mean, I'm really excited for this.
It's so you. It's so you. That's why I wanted to do it.
It's such a fucking mess. Like it is. I can admit. It's like there's like, well, we'll get into it. My theories on late period Fulci and how it separates the wheat from the chaff.
I have questions. Let's just say
I do too, and I've seen it like 10 times, and I'm like, what?
I don't expect you to answer. No,
I'll do my best. How about that? But yeah,
spirited discussion is what I'm after.
I was thinking about this today about this movie, and it feels like since the loss of Bowie, it feels like life makes less sense. Like, do you know what I mean? Like his like death to me was like if he felt like a constant that was in my life. Do you know, like if that makes sense? And then with him and then Prince right close to him dying, I'm like, oh, like life just feels a lot different. It doesn't feel the same.
He was one of those artists that kept changing.
Yeah.
Even Prince didn't change. Like Prince was, like, he changed a little bit, not really necessarily for the better.
Yeah.
And Madonna, even, like, I never gave a shit about what Madonna was doing, but Bowie, like Bowie was a true artist.
Yeah.
Like he really did, or at least that's how he treated his career, as his medium. And he just did so many interesting things with it. And it was constantly different.
I also loved when I was a kid that he was one of the few people that would go on MTV and call them out for not playing black artists.
Oh, I remember. That's a great video piece. If you haven't seen it, you should look it up.
And also, like, there's so many different songs of his that are in so many different genre that mean a lot to me. Like, I love, like, the Let's Dance, Modern Love era stuff, especially because, like, Stevie Ray Vaughan was playing with him on those. And all that stuff's great. The videos are great, but I like Tin Machine too. Like I was huge into Tin Machine.
Yeah.
And like I love the albums of that because it's like wild that he's like, hey, I'm going to be in a band where we're all like equal members of this band, and like, no, you're David Bowie, and he's like, well, no, that's my goal is that we're all equal members of this band.
No, I mean, what did that last? Even 2 albums?
2 albums, yeah. And he had already been in a band with the other guys were already in his band too, so it's like, but
it was just like Bowie doing some weird shit again. That's all.
Yeah.
But remember, he said Bowie's dead, Tin Machine lives.
Oh, I know. I was so excited when that came out because like the cover's great with them all wearing suits, and like it was like kind of abrasive. It didn't sound like, you know, he had been. It's funny, like anytime I would never say he was fully mainstream, but like, you know, his songs were super popular. But like that feels like it's like running in the opposite direction of being popular, and yet it was. So like and plus he did stuff with. Going back to Trent Reznor, he did "Afraid of Americans," and like, you know, he was always
so good.
Yeah, I know, and it's like there's very few people I can think of that remain relevant and not in a cheesy, I am struggling to be famous way. Like
Hello, Space Boy with the Pet Shop Boys.
Oh yeah, and yeah, like Frank said, you know, we have Iggy because of Bowie. There's a lot of artists that came out of Bowie. Mark Bolan, even, like, you know, there's a lot of
Bolan and Bowie were closely associated.
Yeah, and it's
Robin
like,
Scott, pop music. I'm not kidding.
And it's like Bowie crosses over to like people that love dance or fashion, but also people that like his early, like a lot of like hard rock punk metal kids, like the early stuff. Like, and also like it's amazing that like he would become different characters. Like Ziggy Stardust is totally different than later characters. My favorite era of Bowie is I'm afraid of witches and keeping my piss in refrigerators all over Los Angeles, and I'm really super into Coke. That's my favorite era of Bowie. I'm sure it was no fun for him, but to me, it's fascinating.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
He talked about that a lot.
Yeah. It was a wild time to, like, it's just funny to me. It's like, oh wow. Like, and then he had this, he was doing this, and then he was doing this. And it's like, also in Pittsburgh, like growing up in Pittsburgh, a lot of early Bowie gets played, and actually up to like Modern Love gets played on DV. And like I always think of DV as like rock formatty, but they played a ton of Bowie. But there's a lot of his stuff that like
they would never touch.
They'd never touch, but conversely, stations that would play it wouldn't play his other stuff. So that's really cool when you can cross into so many different places and be great at it, and also great at like he's in a bunch of movies and he's good in all of them. Like he's great in Labyrinth. He's great in like. It's really cool that he was able to do that and like try different things. The Man That Fell to Earth is really good.
The Prestige.
Oh my God, I love him in that movie.
He just has a little part in it, but you're like, great. Oh my God, it's Bowie. Yeah. I didn't know when I saw that movie.
Yeah,
I didn't know he was in it.
I just love when he shows up and things. Also, he's in what's the what the one with the models, Blue Steel one.
Oh, Zoolander.
Zoolander.
Yes.
He's
Oh my,
wonderful.
I believe I can be of assistance here.
What's
I love
great is like he's like the king of that world. Like, yes, you accept that he's the one that's in charge of this model fashion weird world. It has to be
It's
Bowie.
supposed to be something that happens spontaneously, and he's like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. These are runway rules, and I'm like, wait, this has happened before.
Yeah,
These
exactly.
walk-offs are-
They've had to, like, a council of models has had to get together and do this.
It's like a sport, you know.
But that's what's amazing. I would hope that someday we have someone else that can do all the things he did, but I think that he's like a not even generational artist, like a multi-generation. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know like how to describe him and his influence on the world, not just on me.
Nobody aspires to do that anymore, but there really is no framework for it. You'd have to find some other way. Like his medium that he used to base his art in was music.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, let's be honest. It's kind of like not a thing anymore, at least not the way it was when Bowie was coming up. Like there were still unexplored territories for where the music industry was going to go. And now it went to a place where like, it doesn't matter anymore. Like it's really hard to make music matter now. And even when it does, it becomes like purchased and completely oversaturated. And it just loses its, anything that makes it special.
I also think it's like incredibly at the time transgressive that he was singing Christmas songs with Bing Crosby, and it's like it was like such a like alien. Well, he is an alien. That's always thinking like of that character that he did at times, and it's like, oh, here's Bowie with like an American icon singing the most traditional song you've ever heard, but he's still himself. Do you know what I mean? And like, I don't really know that many people that could do that, and still be who they are and true to themselves. He
still looked a little strange. Mm-hmm. He looks like sort of there's something about his hair, and he's got like a Caesar haircut or something, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And I remember watching that when it was new, and when it was brand new on TV, and we were with my grandmother, and she's like, he could pass for a girl. It was like, I remember it's the most masculine Bowie ever looked.
I was watching, of course, Solid Gold when they would show clips of videos, and when the Let's Dance video was on, I remember there's like he's in this like hot club somewhere in a country that isn't ours, and these beautiful women are dancing, and even as a kid, I'm like, I could never be this guy. Like he is like not like, do you know what I mean? Like I'm this chubby Italian kid. Like I can love Bowie, but I'm never gonna be him. And I think that there's something cool to that. It's like he is not of our world or not of our. He's been beamed down to like do this. He was not meant to be an accountant or a cook.
No,
he was meant for exactly what he ended up being.
He tried really hard too. It took him a long time.
Yeah.
He's great in this movie. Even though his character isn't in the film the entire time, which is kind of a shame.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. It's a lot more than a cameo. It's actually a pretty meaty role because he gets to be the person who starts to understand the toll that what it can mean to live forever.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's the bad side of living forever?
Yeah, I think about that a lot when I watch vampire movies now. I didn't as a kid, and now you're like, is Dracula's life the life that you want? If we go by like the Francis Ford Coppola Dracula, it's like you're stuck in this mansion with a bunch of people you've turned, bats and people you've turned, and rats and like you just want people to come out and so that you, but inevitably, you know what I mean? Like he invites Keanu Reeves out, or he invites Parker out, and it's like, but you're so fucked up, like you must destroy them when they get there. Like you can't just sit around and have a conversation. You
can't think of anything else except how you're going to use them and exploit them and destroy them.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, once I get to London, I'm gonna fuck everybody. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna destroy the world. Like, and it's crazy. Oh, look at this art.
So this is the main artwork for The Hunger. Played theatrically in the States. This movie did not get great reviews. Some people liked it, but we already mentioned earlier, people just accused it of being style over substance.
Yeah.
Isn't that what everyone says about Argento? Or
It is.
used to.
It's funny that like Tony Scott made really commercial films, and yet he does some wild stuff in his films.
Yeah. The next movie he made was Top Gun.
Yeah. Which is like as mainstream as it gets. But
yeah,
pretty wild.
Oh. Anyway, this sort of alludes to the supernatural element of the film, but again, there really isn't that much of the supernatural here until the very end.
Yeah.
Where really some strange shit starts happening. We'll get to that.
Oh.
Starts today.
I think what's really cool about this ad campaign is like like you said, it could have sold this as a vampire movie or really called out Bowie more. And it's like I like that it's like just like an image, and even the font and stuff for it is just very like, here it is. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like an art piece in and out of itself.
It's it's cryptic.
Yeah.
But again, this is sort of this also, I never really associated this before, but it is sort of alluding to the bi element of Miriam's character.
Yeah.
Which these vampires are more Anne Rice.
Yeah, very much.
They're more Anne Rice than Bram Stoker.
Yeah. I love this like postage stamp looking version of the ad. This is really cool.
The small ones are pretty too sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is really neat with the choices they made.
Yeah, I like to see what do you include in an ad that's a postage stamp.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is the Bill double feature of double features.
Oh, I know. Yeah, well, I'd have to pick one or the other.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Hey, in Beaver Valley Mall, I lived in this theater as a kid.
That's why I put this up here.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
But you did not go to see The Hunger on Halloween, did you?
No, it's now in Ollie's bargain outlet, which is really sad. I was in this theater walking around, and I was like shopping there, and I was like, I saw so many films here, and now it's not. I mean, neither theater, the GB Plaza or Beaver Valley Mall, are there anymore, and it's just like I can't. From like 87 to 91, 92. Every Friday and Saturday, I saw something different at these theaters. Oh, Showcase Cinemas.
This is not in Pittsburgh, but we had a similar ad.
I think of Showcase Cinemas, though, as the fancy theaters in Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. Like if you were going on a date, or if do you know what I mean? Like they were like the nice ones. You weren't going to like.
They weren't grindhouses. Really, they were actually pretty ugly. Yeah. They looked like airport hangars, and the theaters themselves were sort of like these caves that you walked into.
Yeah. There were our first multiplexes here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, look at this.
The British ad design.
Yeah.
Catherine Deneuve and David Bowie. They're beautiful. They're captivating. They're deadly.
Oh. That R is sexy in the font. It's like, hey, everybody.
It's got a little more than the other R's have.
Yeah. This is really designed for like sleekness and like the fashion elements of it. Like I would just throw a dead body in. But I really like this ad.
Deneuve looks good here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an artist's rendering.
Yeah.
They had an interesting take on it. She looks a little like a Cheryl Teague's photo shoot here. Laura Mars is taking the pictures.
Oh. That is what Laura Mars is like spread eagle taking the picture right now in the street.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she like kicks out that one leg and she's like, how can you even stand? And she's like, I'm a fucking professional.
In high heels,
In high heels.
No less, yeah.
Meanwhile, girls are like choking each other and cars are blowing up. God damn it, Laura Mars, your life is wild.
If something's not on fire, Laura Mars isn't shooting it.
Yeah. She's like, can we please set a child on fire?
That glow around Bowie is probably like plutonium she put back there.
Yeah, exactly. Do not see this movie alone. I hope you guys have anyone watching this with us and I have someone at home with you. Because I don't know if they're telling you that because you'll be scared or because you'll be super turned on by it. I think the latter.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't call this movie scary. I think it's really disturbing, but I think the overall feeling that you walk away from this is loneliness.
Yeah.
Like unending loneliness and ennui. That's what The Hunger really brings out of me. It is disturbing, and it's definitely a horror film. It's just not about the horror that you think it's about.
Yeah. Ooh, I like this. These words on this. I really love in the trailer how the type starts, like that red type starts hammering you at the end of it, and it has all the, like, I love that look. I
made that trailer, by the way.
Oh, did you? Oh, wow.
Well, the hammering though was in the actual trailer. I got it from there. I
love that at the end of that where it's just like it's this, and it's like wow, like it made me excited to see it again. You know, and that's what a great trailer should do. If you've already seen the movie, it should make you want to like go back and experience it.
This does not look like Bowie in the film. That looks more like Ziggy Stardust.
It really does. I wonder if that was intentional.
Sarandon looks like Dr. Frankenfurter.
She does. He looks kind of like Taco too. A little bit of Taco.
Oh my god! If I was in the same room with you, I would kiss you right on the mouth for bringing Taco up.
I know how much you love Taco. That's the highlight of every New Year's is we're watching these videos, and I know Taco's going to show up sooner or later. And then when Taco shows up, everybody in the room goes, "Who's that?" And Bill and I look at each other and we say, "It's fucking Taco, guys."
Roll your eyes.
Yeah.
You children, and you don't know who Taco is?
Yeah.
How about Ann Magnuson's in this film?
I had a big Ann Magnuson crush. Are you surprised?
No, not at all.
Not at all. That's 100% on brand.
She really has a lot. She has so much cred, Ann Magnuson.
Oh my god, yeah.
Just she, the name escapes me, but she ran this performance space in the basement of a church or a VFW or something where like Keith Haring used to hang out there.
Oh yeah.
And, all sorts of. She was at the center of the New York art scene, and she was the singer in Bongwater. Were you a fan of Bongwater?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Certainly. And she's in a ton of movies too, like that you don't expect. And she was like, it was just wild seeing her in different stuff. She's somebody as a kid that I always looked for in movies. Probably because I didn't know what I was feeling yet. But like, I love that about her. She's in Cabin Boy, which is hilarious that she's in that movie. She's in Tank Girl. Like, there's like a lot of like small roles she's in, but also like some bigger stuff. You're like, oh wow, she's in that. She's in Glitter with Mariah Carey, which is crazy.
She is, yeah.
Yeah. She's in Jobriath AD, that documentary about Jobriath too. That's she's interviewed in that.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah. Also in there's
super awesome.
She did the voice of Jane Mansfield in the Jane Mansfield documentary, 66, 67.
I think she did like a Marilyn Monroe too, performance piece.
Did you like I brought up Jobriath and Taco this week? I'm like really hitting on you.
You're week. Really, yeah. You have never stuck your tongue down my throat like this before. I love it. Ann Magnuson, though, I wish she was in this movie longer.
Yeah.
But her character in this, I can talk about this at least because I have so much I want to say, and now I realized I can't say it until the second segment.
Yeah.
It's pissing me off. But Ann Magnuson and her boyfriend in this movie, her husband, you don't really know. They're, of course, the victims that we see in the very beginning. They get picked up in the club. Bauhaus was their last show. How awesome is that?
Oh.
The last thing they saw before they died was Bauhaus.
I mean, that's the way to go.
Yeah. So, John and Miriam kill them, and but what are they doing? I mean, I know they're swinging. They pick them up to like ostensibly take them home and sleep with them, but they go back to Ann Magnuson's place, and she has this like movie screen with a spotlight set up, and she's doing like this sexy dance in front of it, like body double. I'm like, I want their life,
right? Also, it's like I imagine that they were kind of not predators, but they were the ones like really going after other couples, and now like the tables are about to turn for them in a very fatal way.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, Ann Magnuson can do anything. I wish they would have found something else for her to do in this movie, but I don't know.
Yeah,
it's memorable.
Yeah,
I will say that. I mean, like even it's one of those appearances where you never really forget the beginning of this movie. The beginning of this fucking movie, Sam, it blows my mind. The first 10 minutes of this movie are just like unsurpassed editing, composition. It's just so awesome.
Jenny said that swinging was last week's theme. It was
I know.
This one gets it right. Like last week was like the bad. Well, is this always the bad side? I guess people still get killed, but this is the sexier side of swinging.
We never stop talking about swinging, Jenny.
Yeah, soft swinging mostly. We're dilettantes when it comes to this world.
That's only because we're old.
Yeah, we're just like, you kids go have fun.
All right, enough of this. Oh wait, there's another one.
Oh, wow!
Look at this other shit here. Can we talk? Holy shit!
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I never saw Conan playing with Quest for Fire before, and I love that. But the Halloween 3 ad is insane.
I mean, they had a totally different ad campaign in the UK.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is the British paper.
Do you like that the sequel that's better than the original said no one ever? I'm sure people today will say that, but they just want to be cool. But I'm not saying I don't love Halloween 3. Yeah, but
it's not better than Halloween.
Okay. It's not better than Halloween. It's different than Halloween, which is fine. And that's inherently like after 2 movies of Michael Myers, I think it's cool that it's something different. But like, yeah. Anyways,
I love what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I love what it is. How about Toya and Tanzi though?
I just can't get over it.
Oh, Tanzi. Tell me, Tanzi. I'll see you at the Central London Records Fair though. We'll be down there slinging some vinyl.
Oh, you better look for some Nightmares in Wax for me.
Yeah.
I still don't have that single.
Oh.
Quest for Fire. You mentioned that earlier, but I know I watched it a million times on HBO. I can't remember a fucking thing about it.
It's funny because a lot of Italian movies at the time. Yes?
No, go ahead.
Oh, a lot of Italian movies at the time are not just ripping off Conan, they're ripping off Quest for Fire, like Iron Master, Amity versus the Cannibals that Severin just put out on Black Friday. They're very much Quest for Fire ripoffs. And it's like, Quest for Fire wasn't as big as a deal in this country. In Europe, it was like a really big deal. So was Clan of the Cave Bear was a bigger deal there too.
Oh yeah, I remember Clan of the Cave Bear. I think maybe that's what I'm getting it confused with.
Yeah, the books of Clan of the Cave Bear, like you were saying, the books for this, there's like 10 books in that series for it, and it was like my mom was like obsessed with them. And now that I'm older, I'm like, oh, was she into like the fact that cave people are running on every page? Like that's what those are.
You know, this was a book series, The Hunger.
Oh, was it? Wow.
There are 3 Hunger novels by Whitley Strieber, and I implore you never to read any of the other 2.
I read the only ones I've read are his alien abduction books. Communion, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Have you read Wolfen?
Yes, I've read Wolfen and Communion. Those are probably
Wolfen's great. Ghost. Yeah. No, that's Peter Straub.
I like Peter Straub too, though, so I get it.
But the Hunger sequels are just absolutely insane. I can't even begin to tell you. And then the third one, there's 3. The third one actually says that the first 2 were a dream.
Oh, okay.
It retcons them into a dream. So just
Uh,
please avoid it.
yeah.
Or don't. You know, who am I to tell you what you read?
Yeah, Beth's right. There was also a TV series for The Hunger.
I know, but it didn't have anything to do with anything.
No.
It was just sort of like a horror host night gallery type thing.
Yeah.
I think Bowie hosted one.
Yeah, that's what Beth's saying in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't see that comment.
Yeah.
Hi, Beth.
How about Lone Wolf McQuaid? Oh.
Does that get you excited?
It gets me. This is Pittsburgh because I saw Billy Price and the Georgetown Inn.
Gigolo.
Oh. You know,
the grand opening of the VIP lounge, Sam.
Oh, that logo is like stuck in my brain. The VIP lounge. It just unlocked sense memories. Also, like when I was a kid, I'm like, oh, when I'm an adult, I'm going to take someone to the Georgetown Inn. Like that's like a fancy place. It probably was.
That's when it's real.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. The Hunger.
Yeah, I mean, like we've hung out a couple times, but I haven't taken her to the Georgetown Inn yet.
So, yeah, exactly. Oh, I'll take her there, and then we'll go see America's Lounge singer Billy Price. And the other half. Oh my God.
Here's some more Pittsburgh ads. Look, there's the Garden. Irresistible.
Oh my God. The New Edison Hotel.
Yeah, how about that?
Oh, that's Sammy Petrillo would host in this era, which is pretty awesome. Let's see. My Tutor. Oh my God.
Look, remember the band Looker?
Yeah.
I mean, I never saw them, but I would see the ad and
all
the time.
Raquel was the big band when I was growing up.
Who?
Raquel. They were like a hair metal band, and
that's
Eviction. That my friend Ted was in Eviction. That was.
I remember that name, but I don't remember Raquel.
Raquel's in one of the Art Institute commercials because the creative director I worked for there managed them, and they were like Poison-ish, like like the. But then Eviction's actually, I just got the first Eviction album on Metal Blade. I just got the vinyl of it. It's pretty great. How about Irresistible at the Garden, Bill, with Samantha Fox and Richard Pacheco?
Not that Samantha Fox.
No, the
what are you
adult.
Thinking?
No, the adult Samantha Fox. There is a difference. I love the ads. The Playhouse Junior ad is for Pittsburgh Playhouse is right next to an ad for the Garden.
I owe so much to the Pittsburgh Playhouse for getting access to the Playhouse. I mean, so many things that I saw there growing up.
Yeah.
I mean, not growing up. When I was in college, rather. Things that I should have seen on TV when I was growing up, like Night of the Hunter, Mildred Pierce, Leonard Glenda. Like, I went to see all that stuff, big screen in 35 millimeter at the Pittsburgh Playhouse.
I really like, by the way, Something Wicked This Way Comes, which is, I know got messed with in the edit, but I really like that movie. And I love this ad for it. Look how beautiful that is. Oh.
I know.
Love it.
And right in the smack dab in the middle of the Hunger, look, it played the Fulton.
Oh.
In downtown Pittsburgh.
I forgot to tell you, one of the people that came to Thanksgiving, one of Becca's older friends that she trades puzzles and stuff with, and she worked on a lot of the Pittsburgh Film Fest for years. She was a volunteer for it. And she was talking to me about all the theaters in Pittsburgh that closes and all the ones she misses. And it was a great conversation, but also like a very depressing one. Because I was like, oh my God, yeah, there was that. And there was that. She's like, I can't believe you remember all these old theaters. And I'm like, you should watch our show.
They weren't old theaters to us. These were our theaters.
These were our theaters. And it's like, these are the places that I hoped would be around when I was this age. And I was hoping to, but they're not. So, well, Monty Python's Meaning of Life was playing at Showcase East. Oh.
I just noticed those two bands, Looker and Fury, both of those are movie titles.
They are. I thought it was Looker playing there, so that's pretty cool.
With Fury. The Fury.
The Fury, yeah. Wow.
No. It's bands.
Yeah.
A Fireball Bloody Mary. Oh my God, David Gregory. Make me one too.
Oh. I also like the band Looker no cover if you come here, and draft beer is on the band from 9 to 10:30. That's how much we want to see you guys to see us come and play. We're
Wow.
paying for all your beer.
They're playing longer than 90 minutes, too.
Yeah. Wow. Here's another amazing thing. At the New Edison Hotel, which is now Blush, which is a chain. But anyway, at the Edison, burlesque headliners, go-go girls galore, and you can play the lottery there. Like while you're there, you can get scratch offs and just be scratching off.
We know you're
while-
thinking about it, so we'll just make it available to you right here.
Yeah. Also, if you want to know about Maya Connie, a lot of people are like, tell us about her. She's new. Okay. She's exciting. She's pleasurable. Oh, okay. Well, I can't touch the dancers. Maybe you can. Come to the New Edison Hotel.
You know, it kind of sounds like Anna Connie from the Lawrence Welk show. Wonder if they're related. This is Maya Connie, her risque sister.
Her black sheep sister.
Yeah, they're like, oh, she's stripping.
Yeah.
Anna Connie's earning a decent living singing for Lawrence Welk, but Maya, she went another way.
When I was a kid and we would drive through downtown, we would go past the Edison, and it always had like the billboard outside that said who was coming. And it was like, that seemed so classy, but also so forbidden. And I remember my mom would get upset as we drove past it. I can't believe this place is open. And I was like, go-go burlesque headliners? Tell me more. 8-year-old Sam was like, this is going to be great. And then I went there as a kid, and it wasn't a burlesque headliners. It was just shitty at that point. Once they put Shea Kimberly out of business, they stopped trying.
Shea Kimberly. Oh my God.
Shea Kimberly was a terrifying place, I have to tell you. Like, it was like,
I was never inside that place.
Oh, I was. And it was down at the end of downtown.
Why would I?
Before you get to the strip, it was there. Do you know what I mean? And like, it was just like, it looked scary from the outside. We're not even in there yet. Just wild.
Anyway, there's our ad gallery for
Yeah.
The Hunger. Some cool images there. I'm just sort of, you can't really. I would be hard pressed to come up with an image to accurately represent this movie. I think they had a problem selling it. Honestly, it didn't. I think that might have been one of the reasons that it didn't set the box office on fire.
Yeah. It feels like a movie that people had. This happened a lot, right, at this time. They had to discover on video and cable. Do you know what I mean? When they had time to watch it on their own and go back and watch it a couple times. I think that this is a movie that found its audience then.
Yeah, it grows on you. It did for me. Like, it took a long time for me to start to appreciate it for what it was. And I ignored it for a long time, and I didn't see it again. And then I think in the early 90s, after I was into stuff like Suspiria, and, I started to broaden my horizons. And then I went back and looked at it again, and I was like, this, plus I had read the book, like I said. So
what if we made fan fiction where Catherine Deneuve was the fourth sister, and she was
the fourth mother?
The fourth mother, I mean, yeah. And she had grown up with them.
That would be amazing. I think, I hope one of them could be Olivia Newton-John.
Oh my God. Imagine.
One of the mothers. Since you said sisters, it made me think of the Muses.
Yeah. Oh my God. That would be amazing. Well, let's recast the mothers as Olivia, but I would not change the mother from Inferno. She's my favorite.
No, God. No. Don't change any of those. No. But, there's new
ones.
ones.
You can have 5 mothers if you want.
It's a crossover between Suspiria and Xanadu.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 2 of Hearts.
2 of a kind or 2
of a kind? 2 of a kind. That's
2 of a kind. No, yeah. That wasn't good. I don't know. I saw it once, so I should probably watch it again to see if it was as bad.
This week I was struggling through work and stuff, and then one night Beck is like, let's watch old commercials. I'm like, this is a great way to spend the night. And it was all 80s movies in this one commercial block, and the commercial for Seems Like Old Times came up, and I was like, oh my God, this movie, I want to watch it right now. And Beck is like, this looks stupid. And I'm like, shh. Yeah. Let's watch that and Foul Play as a double feature, I said to her. And she's like, I don't want to watch either one of these. And I was like, oh, come on.
Hey, let's do the drink segment, shall we?
Shall.
Okay.
I eat the right stuff, and sometimes I even eat the wrong stuff, okay? I don't believe that you can completely deny yourself. But the one thing that I do know is if I eat a little of the wrong stuff, I go and I walk a couple of extra miles on the treadmill, the wrong stuff is going to disappear. I mean, you have to balance your life, I'm not a nun, we all know that, So you have to live a reasonable life. You have to eat right and you have to exercise.
I'm Betsy Palmer, and I'm going to liberate the dishwashing commercial from the kitchen. Because frankly, it doesn't make any difference which dishwashing liquid you use out here. Any good brand will get your dishes just as clean as Lux. It's in here, where your hands are on display, that Lux makes the difference. It conditions your hands. Lux has an exclusive skin conditioning formula that leaves hands feeling surprisingly soft and smooth. Try Lux. Your dishes don't care what brand you use, but your hands do.
Get up, you sleepyhead. Gotta get out of bed. Merry Christmas, tell King Dong again. Verily all the world is young again. Little boys, little girls, don't delay. This is your Merry Christmas Day. Come along, join the family, and gather around, all around the Christmas tree. Jingle bells, cling, clang, cling, from pudding toys and everything. Old Saint Nick may be there for tea, so gather around, all around the Christmas tree. Mother, Dad, and Brother Bill, Cousin Jack, and Uncle Will, Grandma and your Grandpa too, are waiting around the Christmas tree for you. Little boys, little girls, hand in hand, hop, skip, and jump to fairyland. Santa Claus comes but once a year. He's coming around the chimney.
throne in gold. So bold, so bold. Clings to her promises, cold. So cold, so cold. But Miriam whispers low, 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 to Sarah where wild winds blow. Blind to the truth, he holds on tight, but his forever fades in the night. Oh, John, hey, hey, your dream is gone. So long, so long. Miriam's hand, it slips away. Sarah's fire lights her stray.
It's the vampire waiting room. Pretty exciting. What do you get served there? Well, the vampire waiting room cocktail is 2 ounces spiced rum of your choice, 3 ounces cranberry juice, 3 ounces pineapple juice, a little splash of grenadine. It's a shaker drink. So, put your alcohol and your juice in the shaker. Save the grenadine till last. You can go to the vampire clubs and have a blood rave.
Is your top twisted on? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can do a blood rave with this drink.
Like Blade.
Like Blade.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun, dun, dun, dun, dun, dun.
And Tracy Lords.
Mm-hmm. He finds her in Russia at the end of the movie. I was like, they're going to make a sequel.
50 movies later.
Nope. What happened to Tracy Lords? We don't know. All right, here comes the blood.
Oh. The blood. Oh.
Pretty exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But you might ask, what's it taste like? Pazuzu?
Pretty.
That is wonderful. That is a drink. This is a drink that I'm going to savor this one. You could serve it in a fancier glass probably. Feel better about yourself. But for what this is, it's doing pretty good. Enjoy the movie.
Pazuzu.
Pazuzu.
I'm just doing my vanilla Coke and vanilla vodka.
It's a good drink, though.
It's kind of my winter thing. Whiskey in the winter, too.
As you said to me on New Year's last year, can we stop at the liquor store to get some vanilla vodka? I'm like, of course we can.
I didn't want to ask you. I was like, you came all the way out to my house to pick me up. And I'm like, do I dare ask him if we can stop at the liquor store? And you were like, oh, I hope it's okay if we stop at the liquor store. I was like, oh.
I got to tell you, I said to Becca the other night, our beer store added a cigar store inside it. And I was like, I should take Bill here on New Year's this year to get cigars. Yeah. So
I will totally go to the cigar store.
Yeah. So I
can't smoke it at your house. She's not going to let me smoke the cigar in your house.
Outside, you can.
I'm not going to go sit outside and smoke.
Maybe I'll get one of those 70s smokeless ashtrays. Remember those? Had a little thing in it. And it was
I had those.
Oh.
I used to buy those for my family, and nobody used them.
That seems like a family gift because you're like, Ronco made stuff where, as a kid, where you're like, this is the perfect price.
Oh, I hated cigarette smoke too. Yeah. It was terrible. But you know, it's not like you go outside to have a quick cigar. Like,
no,
you have a cigar.
Favorite, yeah. Yeah. But I noticed they had a whole new cigar section when I was there the other day, and I was like, oh wow. Pretty exciting. At Duffy's. Monongahela Moonshine Hut. There is a moonshine place pretty close to Monongahela. We went last week, and then Becca did a craft show at a wine place, and they actually had moonshine for sale too.
They wear Daisy Dukes year round at the Monongahela Moonshine Hut.
they do.
Let me tell you.
Yep. And that's just the guys. You should see what the girls wear. It's crazy.
The guys don't go for that shit.
Yeah.
They wear the sensible things like super tight gym shorts with piping, like sleepaway camp.
Oh yeah, totally. Totally. Speaking of sleepaway camp, how about Felicia Rose was here yesterday?
That's right.
She
Where was she?
Time Bomb Toys.
That's right.
Yeah, in North Hill. Yeah, that's exciting. It's cool that they're doing events like that in town. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's always she's such a super sweetheart. We met her at the Drive-In Monsterama.
Yeah. It's great that like she hangs out though and does this stuff. Like you can tell she actually really cares about it too. It's not like a BS kind of thing. So I think that
She has fun doing it. She likes doing it, or at least it appears that way. She
Yeah.
does it a lot. So,
Yeah. So that's really cool. They have a Time Bomb actually sells a light switch from the end of Sleepaway Camp of her, and you can guess where the switch goes. I want one so bad for my bathroom down here. I think it would be perfect.
why don't you have one?
I know. I got to get one next time I'm there. I'm going to get one. They have a couple. They have a glow in the dark one. I'm like, that feels perfect for the bathroom. And then people that don't know anything about that movie will come here and they'll be like, Sam has a light switch that appears to be a young girl with a penis. I don't understand.
It's all
Or
very
warning if you haven't
confusing.
seen Sleepaway Camp.
Do you like Anton and Valnavia's Christmas tree?
Oh, I was so excited about that because they were also that he would play the Holly and the Ivy. Like that's definitely a good song for him to play to her.
That was like part of my Christmas playlist for years and years. And then one year I just all of a sudden realized, oh my God, it's like Dr. Phibes
Yeah.
playing a Christmas carol.
Yeah. I was in a Christmas play every year growing up, and that was one of the songs we sang. So like I always think like that song played right before my entrance, like because we were Wasslers, so like our entrance was right after the Holly and the Ivy. So every time I hear it, like I get happy because I'm like, oh, it's like a good holiday memory from when I was growing up.
So the hunger.
Yes.
Somebody mentioned in the chat earlier, I think it was Tracy, that said that she was sad that the Bauhaus song ends so soon. I totally agree because they filmed that. That was a set that they built, and they just had the band come and perform there, and I'm sure they had them do the whole song just to get coverage, if nothing else. And it looked like Peter Murphy was like really delivering a very theatrical performance. It looked like a bunch of stuff just edited together from a really long take.
Yeah.
So, there has to be an entire performance out there. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for that to be a bonus feature on one of the Hunger Blu-rays.
Yeah. I think, why don't we get stuff like that?
Because nobody cares like we do.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't have that shit anymore. They might not have saved it after they cut it.
Yeah. I think what's amazing, that Magic Castle special I told you about, the Orson Welles one, the reason Orson Welles decided to do that special, it feels like, why would he do that? Not just for the money. They gave him all the heads and tails of the film to use for himself. Like that was what he wanted more than the money, was to get film to use for his own projects. I think I find that hilarious.
The short ends.
Yeah. So it's like, that's what I was thinking. Like, yeah. So if they shot a bunch of footage of Bauhaus, the studio doesn't want that. They probably just tossed it.
Yeah. That's what there was no market for that stuff. Now they never would have thrown it away because then they could sell it later. Like if they played their cards right, they could just sit on it for 20 years and never put it out. Like that footage from Friday the 13th part 2 that was lost, the gore shots, the money shots that were edited out so it wouldn't get an X rating. Like for years, those were called lost forever. And then all of a sudden, oh my God, here's the footage. And it's like from a VHS transfer and we upscaled it. and I don't know. I'm glad we have it now, but this stuff is out there. Is my point. They just don't look hard enough for it.
What's funny, not to go too off topic, but I just got Beast and the Vixens Blu-ray from Dark Forces, and it was found within the same estate sale where Mummy and the Curse of the Jackals was found. Like it all came from the same film lab. So I think that's amazing that they found two like insane movies of like pristine versions that no one had seen before with extra cuts people hadn't seen, and they both came from the same estate sale. So Mike, I think that's amazing that that's where it came from.
Think of all the stuff that gets lost that way, though.
Yeah,
someone just throws it in a dumpster.
Yeah, well, if you think about it, like the Creature from the Black Lagoon costume was thrown in a dumpster when Universal was cleaning out that department, and like someone saw it, a fan saw it, and they regularly dumpster dived because they knew they were throwing this stuff out and got the hands and part of the head from it. Like,
I think the Grindhouse releasing guys, David Sulkin and Bob Morosky, they rescued Hollywood 90028 from a dumpster.
Oh my God!
The one they just put out not too long ago.
Well, it's like all the AGFA stuff that gets found too, because they bought a theater was getting shut down, and they suddenly found all these movies. And in the past, probably whoever was. It depends who buys those properties. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, someone could just trash it.
They'd be like, "Oh, there's like hundreds of film canisters here, and they smell like shit. Like, I don't want this." Versus, like to us, it's like, "Wow, what's in there?" I know Phil's not on yet. That's how Bat Pussy was found. I know Phil would be happy to hear me bring that up.
Tracy, you're right. The other members of Bauhaus don't exist according to this movie, because all you see is Peter Murphy, and especially in the pan and scan version, which is all we had for years and years and years. At least we did. I didn't see this movie theatrically, and it was on HBO. I think maybe I might have seen it there, but then I rented it years later, pan and scan. It's a beautifully shot widescreen image. You can see the other members of the band in the widescreen image, but only their instruments, like the necks of their guitars, appear. It's really very focused on Peter Murphy, and I guess that led to the breakup of Bauhaus. That seems a little petty. They were young, though, so
yeah, it's different when you're young band members.
Anything they did was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I love Tones on Tail. I love Love and Rockets.
Mm-hmm.
I love Bauhaus, and I love Peter Murphy's stuff. So it's not like they went wrong.
Oh, I mean, if you think about it, if you're at an 80s night or goth night and you play Cut You Up, people are going to run to the dance floor for it,
Oh my God.
It's so good. At the upstage before someone fell out a window. That would be a song.
Upstage Lounge.
The Upstage Lounge. And Club Laga.
Club Laga was even higher than the Upstage.
Yeah. We wrestled there a couple times, and we had to carry the ring the whole way up the steps to get there. And like they built it into the stage, so we had a special turnbuckles to build it. It was cool that we got to wrestle there because like, oh, that's cool to be. We'd have like a wild crowd and stuff. But carrying that stuff up those steps is the least fun thing you've ever done. Do you know what I mean? Like,
oh, I can't even imagine.
We literally passed stuff up. We would build like a line, and people would just pass them a little bit at a time, and it's just like, why are we doing this?
David, Tones on Tail is your fave. I thought you would say Dolly's Car was your fave.
Yeah,
I love Tones on Tail too. They were just at not Coachella, but one of those fests.
Yeah,
Tones on Tail. That's Daniel Ash, and the bassist, David J, I think, but only them.
I like Love and Rockets a lot, so I'm glad I'm fine with that too. Like I love them.
Yeah. Oh, they're so good. I saw them. I saw them at the Syria Mosque.
Oh man.
In 1987 with the Mighty Lemon Drops. And also, I don't know if you remember this, that the Love and Rockets had a secret project called the Bubble Men.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the Bubble Men?
Yes, I do.
The Bubble Men opened, which, could you imagine? They came out in the bee costumes and did like their Bubbleman rap and whatever else they did.
I only saw one show at Syria Mosque.
What?
I saw Living Color and Urban Dance Squad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You saw Living Color. Holy shit.
Yeah, right. It was, I think, like right when the album first came out, because we lived down the street on Semple, and it was so cool to walk up and go to that show. And like, I was such a big Vernon Reid fan, especially because like he had played in Jagger's band too, and I loved Living Color so much. That was a great show. That's the only mosque show I ever went to, and as a kid, like I wanted to go to the mosque so bad. It was like a dream to go because I would always see cool shows that were playing there.
All right. So, anything else you want to say about The Hunger before we get to it? Because we should get to it.
I'm so happy that you're excited about this. I think
I am.
Yeah. And like that's why we do what we're doing. It's funny that like I know we say like, oh, we haven't shown that yet, but this is one. I'm so glad this is on Tubi. I'm so glad that people can find this movie now and watch it. And
I don't think anyone said it was their first time seeing it tonight. So apparently everybody in the audience has seen it.
Mm-hmm.
But I know there were some people that commented on the Facebook page, so maybe there's some lurkers that haven't seen it. We would love to know what you think of the movie, if it's the first time, or even, you know, I don't know. No one in the chat said they hate it.
No. How can you? I
don't know.
I know. But
everyone has their own opinion.
Yeah. I would be interested to see when we come back. This is some homework when we come back. What are your top 3 favorite vampire movies?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't have to be 3, maybe. Like your favorites. Think through it while you're watching this. Is this one of them? Is this one of your favorites if you had to pick 3?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't really consider
it's not a vampire movie.
It's not really a vampire movie to me. It's about something else.
Huh.
But it's the thing. I will say this before we get to the movie. The reason that this movie is so disturbing to me is because it's not about the vampirism aspect of it. It's not fixated on fangs and blood sucking. You do see a lot of that in there. There are some really bloody scenes in this, and some great Dick Smith makeup effects at the end of the movie, which is really just like to me, it's a really powerful climax for the film. Anything that happened before it can be forgiven because of the way that the movie ends. To me, it's just so emotionally powerful. It's about, like I said earlier, it's about immortality and what that really means. Because most people, if you ask them, they would prefer not to die, myself included. But you know, this really is a natural part of the human life cycle. The reason we would call it a life cycle, because it has an end. And this is a movie about trying to avoid that end. And these are immortal beings that they can be immortal, but there's also a possibility that they could lose it.
Yeah.
They could die in a certain way. And they did not want that to happen, because that is like, you know, the worst thing that can happen. If it's within your grasp to never succumb to death, then it becomes even more of a struggle to stay alive. And why? Like, what would be your motivation for continuing to exist for centuries, and everybody around you is dying, and you know every time you make a connection with another human being, it's going to end with this person dying. And it's like a tick of a stopwatch to you, because you're immortal, but like to this person, it's their entire life.
It's funny because in the comic books, Thor had said to Captain America once, because, you know, he's an immortal god. He was like, the way that you feel about dogs is the way that I feel about humans. Like, they were part of my life for such a short time, and it was way too short. And like, that's always like that's what stuck with me of like what it would be like to be immortal. Like, oh, I only had this dog for 10 years or 12 years. Like, that's what, and even less if you live for that long. These are just flat, like you said, just drips in the bucket for you.
Yeah. And that would be such a curse to live like that. And how would that change you? I mean, we as human beings have a certain thing that we expect from our emotions, you know, and what would it do to your emotions if you, this was like your curse was just for everybody you ever loved to wither away and die. And what Miriam does to these people that she supposedly loves is way worse than just losing somebody. Like, she's not willing to suffer that every time she makes an emotional connection, so she curses these people. And it's really just the ultimate exploitation of another being, another sentient being, even if she's not human. Like, there is a morality about whether she should be doing this or not.
It's also like she's like, it brings up issues of consent and of like, do they know what they're getting into? Also wanted to say, speaking of favorite vampire movies, Leaf Jonkers in the chat and said, like, remember that Willem Dafoe's in it super quick.
Yes. And look for him quickly at a phone booth. Well, you don't need me to tell you that because you've probably seen it before.
Yeah.
But that is kind of, I love that moment.
Yeah.
But Leaf's movie is also pretty awesome. Another vampire movie, Darkness.
That's up there for me because it is like such a great ride. Yeah, and it's like very visceral. Where like it's funny because it is on the opposite end where this movie is, it's beautiful and everybody's gorgeous. Like Darkness is just like, especially near the end, just like,
oh, this is the movie that taught me how many gallons of blood really are inside the human body.
Yeah,
was Darkness.
Like, it's like you will see all the blood that is inside a person.
Way more than was around Mrs. Alves in Halloween too.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Drained out.
It's a lot.
I love movies like that, by the way. That's one of my favorite things about a movie is when so much blood is coming out. You're like, where is this blood coming from? Did you ever see that movie Revenge?
Yeah.
That movie has so much blood in it. Like at the end where they're like beating each other up and cutting each other and they're bleeding everywhere. You're like, why haven't they passed out yet?
Well, it's like the whole Japanese fight scene in Kill Bill's like that, where it's like everybody is spraying blood. Like every single person has is like geysers.
Kill Bill.
Yeah. And it's like, it's different. I get it because that happens in, Japanese samurai cinema.
Sure.
Not this much. Like, it's like a lot. By the way, the missing scene, there's a missing scene from that, and it is going to be in the Fortnite video game, which is so weird.
Missing scene from what?
From the fight scene from there, where there's another fight between the bride and Yo-Yo Gabari. And it's going to be in the video game. They're going to make the characters that you download. But there's also a new animated sequence in the new Kill Bill that's coming out too.
Okay, yeah, there has to be something new in it. I mean,
yeah, there's the whole bloody thing cut that is playing. I know it's playing at Alamo Draft Houses because they sent me a PR thing for it. It's going to start playing in January. It's like a 3.5 hour cut.
Oh wow, I'll be there.
Yeah, and it has a new animated sequence about Lucy Liu's character that wasn't in it. I guess the studio that did the animation did it all themselves and sent it to him. Said, we didn't get to do this last time because of the budget. We're not charging you for it now. Like, we want to put it in the movie now. Like, we're so excited about it. So if it plays anywhere around here, we have to go. Cause like that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see that so bad. I
really want to see it.
Yeah. If you have it looks like David has the opportunity to see it. Like that's awesome. I've seen it so many times, but like to see it is like a 4 hours and 35 minutes with intermission. I mean, that's, I love when movies have an intermission though, by the way, especially like old ones when you watch them on HBO. When I was a kid and the intermission would come up, I'd be like, this is classy.
Even on TV, there was an intermission. That's hardcore.
How classy is that? They have an intermission in your movie or a werewolf break. Which is better? Discuss.
Either or.
Yeah, both. Right?
Yeah. And I will say about the giant amount of blood thing, if you're going to make a movie where people are gushing blood, I mean, like, you're not just going to do it a little bit. You don't want it to be totally realistic.
Speaking of movies with a lot of blood and gore, Ozone's coming out next week from Visual Vengeance. And
gallons of blood.
Gallons of blood. And we asked Brett,
we
said to Brett, like, how long did it take to get this makeup off people? And he was like, months. People had this stuff in their hair for a long time. Like, it is one of the few movies I can think about. When I watched it, I was like, these special effects are dangerous. It feels like that everybody is burned by them or scarred by them. There's so much near the end of it. And I'm like, wow. What a joy Ozone is. I'm excited about
Anyway, there
Yeah.
aren't gallons of blood in The Hunger, but there's some blood.
Yeah.
And some of it's pretty nasty for a couple seconds.
Yeah.
But like I said, this movie is more about a different kind of horror. And hopefully you will agree. And, probably everybody has already seen this. So that's kind of cool, too. I don't think anyone said that they hadn't seen it.
I think this is a good one to see again, though. I think, this is a movie that you should watch every few years just to keep it in your life.
So let's get to it. It's on Tubi. I posted a link on the Groovy Doom Facebook page, but you could just go to Tubi and find it in an instant.
Mm-hmm.
And go watch it and come back afterwards. I have more to say about the plot and the twist and the ending and everything you want to talk about. See you then.